again, 4th graders. Today, our lesson in science will be about introduction experiments, part 1. Watch this video with me.
It's time for Good Laughter News!
What do you call a roly-poly who wears a badge and helps people?
I don't know, what?
A roly-police officer!
Yeah.
What kind of music do roly-polies listen to?
I don't know, what?
Rock and roly-poly music! Hey, Sid, would you like to hear some rock and roly-poly music?
Oh, sure, May.
Hey, I'm rocking out to roly-poly music! Roly-poly, roly-poly, yeah!
Gabriella,
Yes?
why was the roly-poly always late for school?
I don't know. Why was the roly-poly always late for school?
Well, 'cause if you had to put on 14 shoes every morning, then you'd be late for school, too.
Let's sing roly-poly, roly-poly music!
Roly-poly, roly-poly music.
Now that's funny. Roly-poly music. Hey, Gabriella, come on up.
Coming. Hey, Sid.
Huh?
You like roly-polies, right?
Well, yeah, I love my roly-polies.
Well, I like bugs too.
Yeah?
And we're best friends. So let's start a club. The Bug Club.
Yeah, I like that. We'll look for bugs together.
Uh-huh.
And this is our Bug Club helicopter.
Ooh.
We're looking for bugs.
Oh, I see something.
Ooh.
I see a bug. Land the helicopter.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, we're landed. Cool. Right behind you.
Ooh, come on, Sid, come on, look.
Huh? Oh. Wow, it has lots of legs.
I think it's a caterpillar.
I think you're right.
I love being in the Bug Club.
Me too. Ooh, we need a special Bug Club handshake.
Ooh, yeah.
Bug Club!
So, what these kids were doing is asking questions to get answers, as a part of the natural and spontaneous human way of thinking and understanding the world. I got you another video. Let's watch it and see what they're doing again.
And now,
It's time
For Susie.
to sing.
Go Susie!
All right, thank you. So, I have a question. Anybody want to hear a magnifying glass sing about how great it is to make things look bigger?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'll just turn myself into a magnifying glass, and here I go. Well, I magnify. You better believe that's what I do. I make things look bigger so you can see them better. I'll bring it all closer to you. Come on, look through my looking glass at its bits, a teeny tiny blade of grass. Dig that detail, my oh my. I magnify. I magnify. You better believe it's magnifique. You want to see how things really, really look? Just pick me up and take a peek. I offer you this invitation for some up-close and personal observation. You'll be amazed when you give me a try. I magnify. When it comes to making things look bigger, you know I'm in charge. I make something that's really small look mighty, 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 mighty large. I magnify. I can show you a butterfly's wings. Just look through me and you can see some of the world's tiniest things. I'm here to help. Pick me up and use me. I'm a scientific tool. You ought to choose me. Look through my glass and you'll see why. I magnify. I'm a magnifying glass. Have some fun and try it. I take something little and I magnify it. Dig that detail, my oh my. I magnify.
butterfly wings too. I bet they're beautiful.
Okay, take your magnifying glasses and explore the world around you. It's time to go home.
Yeah.
So, observation is another mental activity that happens consciously and unconsciously. These kids were observing and exploring their surroundings using their rare eyes or helping tools like a magnifying glass. But teacher, how's that related to our lesson today? Our lesson today is about knowledge or learning or what's so-called science. The first thing that might come to your mind when I use this term is scientific books, shows, and discoveries. But actually, that's the complicated meaning of science. The basic meaning is any knowledge you get from observing the natural world or the surrounding. The first skill that helps you learn about the surrounding world is observing. Observing is the process of looking closely and noticing things from different viewpoints and quietly watching and waiting without much doing. An observation could be spontaneous. You keep observing things. That's what your life and problem-solving skills are based on. But sometimes your observation is planned, like in the case of asking questions about the surround to get answers to them. There are two main questions to encourage your child or you to observe. The first one is, what do you notice about whatever the physical trait is? Smell, look, size, color, or sound, or describe things around you. The second is, what happens when? And I got you several examples. The first one is, describe the following flower, or what do you notice about it? It's pink, it has a good smell, it has 50 thin petals and large leaves. The second question that you could be asking yourselves is, what happens when the wind blows the following plant? Light parts will be carried away by the wind. That's the answer. Another skills to get knowledge is comparing and sorting, and many people mix up between the two terms. Comparing is noticing the differences and similarities, but when you start putting them in groups based on what you got out of the comparison, that's what we call sorting. So here's a comparison. How are these leaves alike or different? We see that some are green, some are pink, and others are yellow. Also, they have different shapes. The color and shape is what we observed about these leaves. If we wanted to sort them out or put them in groups, we have to pick based on what we want to sort these leaves. This time, I chose one physical trait, which is color. One group for the green ones, the other for the yellow ones, and the third for the pink ones. Here's another way to sort them. It's based on shape. This time, there are only two groups to sort the same group of leaves we have. Here's another comparison. We will be comparing a group of objects based on smell or odor. So, write B for the things with bad smell and G for those with good smell. Apples smell good, so I'm going to write G. Flowers have a good smell too, right? And most people don't like how onions and garlic smell, so we will consider them to have unpleasant smell or a bad smell. The next picture shows fecal matter. Of course, it smells bad. Then we have the perfume, soap, and caddies, and all of them smell good. Next, we have a garbage can and a lit cigarette. Both of them don't smell good. Now, if we wanted to sort them based on smell, we will have a group of things that smell good and things that smell bad. We included apples, flowers, perfume, soap, and caddies in the first group, and onions, garlic, garbage, smoke in the second group. Conclusion: science is any knowledge you get from observing the surrounding. It's a constant mental state of learning. Some of these skills that help you learn about the world around you are observing, comparing, and sorting. Definitions. Observing means to notice and describe. Comparing means to find differences and similarities between things. Sorting means to put in groups. And all the skills above require observation.